that's a little excerpt from a piece by Jerome Kern written for a Fred Astaire dance routine in the movie Swing Time, in which he paid tribute to Bill Bojangles Robinson. And it's called Bojangles of Harlem. And as you'll notice, the left hand, which of course was orchestrated in the movie, but the left hand features the interrupted bass line that we talked about in the last segment. And it just goes to show you that a composer like Jerome Kern, who was famous for writing beautiful melodies and wonderful ballads, could pick up on a piece that would have that Harlem offbeat rhythm to be able to write that particular piece. Now, we talked in the last segment about Eubie Blake's use early on of the interrupted bass line in his piece Troublesome Ivories, and I'm going to take the end of the first part of Troublesome Ivories and go into the second section, in which you'll see how in a similar version, which may be where Jerome Kern got the idea of that riff, Eubie Blake treats this figure in both hands in slightly different ways. So here's the end of the A section going into the B section. Now, the first time through I did it, and this is the way that Eubie used to play it. He went. You notice the staccato notes in the right hand following the figure with the two hands in the bass section. Well, the second time you go through it, he holds on to, he doesn't play them staccato in the right hand, he holds on to those chords in the right hand, so it goes. That's an example of how you use the interrupted bass line as a feature lead line and incorporate both hands in creating the line in the bass. And that particular figure was used extensively by all the great stride pianists, Johnson and Willie the Lion and Fats Waller and Lucky Roberts, because it provided, like I said in the last segment, it provided that jolt of rhythmic surprise that really put lit a fire under the piece as you were performing it. Now, we also talked about Eubie Blake's use of the interrupted bass line, in addition to his rags, in compositions by other people. Here's an example of Eubie's treatment of the fourth strain of the Maple Leaf Rag by Scott Joplin, as written by Joplin. Here's Eubie's treatment. You see, it's quite different. He does the interrupted bass line and the heavy accents, and he really transforms the piece and molds it into his own style. Eubie was also famous for doing little variations on famous ballads, like George Gershwin's "The Man I Love."